You know, a single moment can change everything. And tonight, we're going to dive deep into one of those moments. We're taking you inside a grand celebration that took a wild, unexpected turn, and you're going to see it all through the eyes of the one person who noticed something was off from the very beginning.
This line right here, from that eyewitness, it's the key to this whole story. It tells you that what looked like a perfect, happy evening was really just the calm before the storm. It sets this incredible tone of suspense, and we are about to unpack all of it.
So, let's set the scene. We're starting at what was, by all accounts, a flawless party. You know, the kind of event where everything and everyone just seems to glitter.
Just imagine it. A room just buzzing with elegance, with music, with laughter, all bathed in this warm golden light. You can hear glasses clinking, the low hum of happy conversations. All the big names are there. On the surface, it is the absolute picture of a perfect celebration.
Okay, so let's zoom in on the man at the center of it all, the guest of honor, Yu Menglong. This is how he looked to pretty much everyone else in the room.
To the outside world, everything was totally normal. Yu Menglong walked in, his usual calm, polite self. He's greeting friends, colleagues, has this warm smile on his face. He seemed completely relaxed. There was absolutely no sign that this night was going to be any different from 100 others.
And this, right here, is where our story really kicks off. To everybody else, he was the picture of ease, calm, polite, totally relaxed. But our eyewitness, a waiter serving the main table, saw something completely different. A quiet intensity, a sense that there was a real weight on his mind.
This quote from the waiter, wow, it's our first real clue. It's such a powerful observation, right? Because with all the music, all the lights, all the laughter going on, the waiter noticed something deeper in Yu Menglong's eyes, a kind of focus that just did not match the party vibe at all.
So now that we have that first clue, let's look at how this quiet intensity actually started showing up in his actions.
See, the waiter started noticing a really clear pattern. First, Yu Menglong would step away, looks like he was taking phone calls. Then he'd pull a few close friends aside for these hushed, private little talks. And here's the kicker. Every single time he came back to the party, he looked even more focused. This wasn't some guy just wandering around. This was methodical. It was deliberate.
And this is the waiter's big realization. He understood that these actions weren't about nervousness or being anxious. No, these were signs of resolve. The waiter was looking at a man who wasn't worried about making a decision. He was just preparing to announce it.
And that brings us right to the climax of the whole evening. The buildup is over, the preparation is done, and we finally reach the moment the waiter knew was coming.
I mean, this is the question, right? It must have been screaming through the waiter's mind, and it's the question we're all asking now. All of these deliberate actions, this quiet focus, what was it all leading to?
And then the moment arrives. The crowd starts to gather. Glasses are raised, the lights dim just a little, and every single eye in that golden room turns to one person, Yu Menglong. You could just feel the anticipation in the air.
And right there, that's the turning point. The eyewitness is crystal clear. All the observation, all that quiet intensity, it all led to this one single moment when the entire feeling of the night was about to shift on a dime.
And here it is, the final, crucial observation. When Yu Menglong finally started to speak, the polite, composed man from the start of the night, he was just gone. In his place was someone speaking with this raw, deep honesty. The facade was down. The truth he'd been preparing all night to share was finally coming out. And so, we're going to leave you with this question. The story ends right on the edge of a massive revelation, and it really makes you wonder, in a world of carefully crafted images and happy facades, what kind of truth is so powerful it's worth bringing a grand celebration to a dead stop?